Hello, strangelings. Welcome back to my parlor. So, today, I don't know how many of you guys watch readers or mediums of any type. I tend to try to stay away from them, but they end up on my feed anyway. And then they'll say something that, or their title will be something that, kind of draws me in a little bit. Not gonna lie, I mean, we all are curious, guys. Even us bohemian gypsies who really should know better anyway. But I mean, I'm not the only one who can actually use my predictive algorithms in my brain to help people out. So, sometimes I'm hoping that maybe, just maybe, some of these are not charlatans. Some. But some of these mediums believe that they get downloads, and they will bring these downloads to you. And a good portion of them will be things that are, oh, this is a past you, or this is your higher self. So it's you talking to you. However, it did make me think of a good what if, and I'm a huge fan of what ifs. If you guys have watched me for long enough, you guys know that. I was thinking, what if we lived in a world where people spoke with telepathy instead of words, instead of making actual noise? And I was thinking to myself about how that would look. And of course, if you think about it, and you are hearing messages in your head, if these messages are coming to you chemically, electronically, magnetically, doesn't matter. However, these messages from other people are entering your brain space, of course, what's going to end up happening is your brain is going to translate it for words you say. For example, if you like to say orange berries instead of oranges, because they are kind of tree berries, really, if you think about it, much like apples. I know they're fruit, but still. And you were talking to someone telepathically, psychically. Of course, when they talk about oranges, you are going to hear the term orange berries instead of the word orange, right? Because it's your brain interpreting whatever they're sending to you. And I know you're probably sitting there asking, why in the world is this important in any kind of way? What is the importance of this what if? And the importance of this what if is this is another one of those things that I'm using to help you guys understand the possibility of being conned. Because if a reader, a medium, is sitting there saying, oh, I just had to make this video, I got a message from your higher self, and I just had to go ahead and put it out. Cool. But if the message is from my higher self, if you actually heard those words from my higher self, it would fall under the same principle as if I was translating it too. Because you would be hearing it from my higher self. My higher self would be saying words that I tend to say. So if the message say, my higher self told this person supposedly that I needed to go to a grove and go get some oranges, and I normally say orange berries and not oranges, well then, if you were listening to a message from my higher self, are we sure because you're using words I don't use. It's a really big one. It's a really important one. And I know there's going to be some people who say, well, wouldn't they also interpret because they're hearing it in their brain? But that's not how they are posing that they hear it. If you watch these mediums, they are saying spirit came to them. They're saying your higher selves came to them. They're saying these people came to them, gave them this message, this download. Now, of course, if it's just a download, if it's not something from you, if it's not something from your higher self, if it's not something from your guides and your angels, it's understandable that it's not necessarily going to be exactly how you speak. But if any of that is met, whether it's your guides, your angels, or your higher self, anybody who is supposedly, any entity that supposedly deals with you, primarily all of the time, is not going to speak in a way that you don't understand, that you are less familiar, less comfortable with. They're going to speak in a way that is most comfortable and familiar to you, or unique to them within you. Either way, it's going to be something that you are already familiar with. So if these mediums are speaking in terms that you are unfamiliar with, or that you've never used, whether you're familiar with them or not, then chances are, obviously, they might be a charlatan. Alright, guys. Just a little quick one. Another one of those, hey, a little hint to help you out if you do watch readers kind of thing. You know. Because spiritual psychosis is big, it's heavy, and it's hard to fight, guys. It really is. And, you know, as much as I would like to be able to fight everybody's spiritual psychosis battles, fight against those who refuse to let go of their spiritual psychosis for everyone and all of that, I really can't, because I can't be in all of your lives all of the time. I'm only one person, and please don't try to split me that hard, because oh my lord, I need to stay whole. All right, guys, I'm gonna get out of here. Like I said, a little short one, so don't forget I love you no matter who you are. Take care of each other, and I'll see you guys in the next video.